Welcome. My name is John Hines, and I'm here for your TBHS AVID 2-minute PD. Today we're going to talk about Cornell Notes and how to do Cornell Notes in your classes. So Cornell Notes, first and foremost, is a process, not a product. So what we're looking at is not that you're making a product, that you're coming out with a piece of paper that looks a certain way, but that your students are engaging in a thought process. The thought process involves processing the information that you give them in class, creating questions and reprocessing the information after class, and then later coming back and reprocessing the information for a third time as they condense the information with a summary. And that is Cornell Notes. So the way Cornell Notes works is, it's not just a line on the paper, it's a whole system of approaching knowledge and information. So here's our Cornell Notes set up and ready to go. What I've done is I've drawn the line here on the side, separating the right from the left-hand side, and then I have a line on the bottom which signifies where my summary goes. Now, we don't have to do that. Sometimes the notes go all the way through the page and on other pages, but I like to put a summary line on the bottom, and what I encourage my students to do is when they get to the end of a page, they leave that space so when they come back to their notes a day or two later, they can write a summary on what's on this page and this page alone. So continuing to see that there's a thought process. We're coming back, we're looking at this again and again. So for you teachers that don't really want to incorporate Cornell Notes or don't know how it works, this is the simplest way to do it. On here, you have students take notes. On whatever you're doing in class, you have them take notes right here. So your PowerPoint, your lecture, your video, anything you do, they take notes right here. After they're done taking notes, so everything's finished, then they go over here and they fill in information on this side. So they can have questions, key terms, connections to something that they got out of here, or any thoughts that relate to what is over here on this side of the page. Basically, as one of my fellow math teachers said, this is extra space for students to think. And then once they're done with this, and then they've revisited their information here, then later they come back and they write a summary. And basically what I tell my students is 5 sentences, 3 sentences. Basically your summary should be a quick little explanation of everything that happened up here. And if your notes go on to multiple pages, you probably should have multiple summaries because we want them to continue to revisit the information as they go through. So for those of you that are out there and you don't know how to do Cornell Notes, or you're confused about how to do Cornell Notes, or you want to do it but you don't know how to even start, here you go. It's as simple as drawing 2 lines and giving students guidance of what goes here, space to think, and getting them to come back and re-examine their information later. Thank you very much, and hopefully you will enjoy Cornell Notes in the future.